A very good morning to everybody. So we'll start session 4 on crop production and management. So let us recapitulate what all we have studied till now. So under the chapter crop production and management, we first understood what are crops, different types of crops, that is different types of crops based on the season, that is kharif crop, rabi crop, and in between them what comes is the zaid crops. Then to have a better yield, we understood what are the different agricultural practices one has to follow. So there are 7 agricultural practices to get a better yield of crops. So in that agricultural practices, we completed first one, preparation of the soil, sowing, irrigation, adding manure and fertilizer. So in these 4, we understood that what is the process, how are we going to implement the process, and why should we implement that particular process. So we discussed about what, how and why. Now let us move on to the fifth part, fifth agricultural practice, that is protection from weeds. Now we are done by adding manure and fertilizer to the soil. Now our next main important step is here to protect our plants from different weeds. Now what are weeds? When we ask, weeds are the unwanted plants that are growing in a field, right? Weeds are the unwanted plants growing anywhere in terms of that. So these plants, for example, Parthenium, Xanthium, these are the different types of weeds. Now basically when we grow plants or saplings or anything in our garden, we also see that there should be no unwanted plants apart from the plants what we have grown, right? Why? What do? If we see any unwanted plants, we try to pluck them manually or with certain machines or by spraying something pesticides or weedicides, right? In a small way, in a small scale. Similarly, in the large field, these weeds are the unwanted plants which will start growing in between the crops, right? The Parthenium is just one example I have given you. That is also termed as a weed only. So, what is the best time? Like, what should I do? When should I get rid of the weeds? What is the best time that I have to see that this time I have to get rid of weeds, right? So, usually we apply or we go with this process 2 times. One is before sowing. So before you prepare, that is why we call as preparation of the soil. Preparation of the soil means we prepare it everything. How? Not only by tilling and plowing, but also in case if there are weeds. Now for example, when you are tilling and plowing, you are loosening, you are turning the soil. In case if any weeds are there in between, that also are uprooted. So we are removing manually or by some machine at that point of time also. So the first point or the first step, what is the best time to remove the weeds is the first one, during the preparation of the soil. That is, when we are preparing it, we take the first measure. Okay, so once we are prepared with the soil, we go with the sowing, then we go with irrigation, we add manure and fertilizer. Now next, before flowering or before the crop is bearing a fruit or a flower, and before harvesting means before bearing fruits and flowers, we have to remove the weeds. Now once the trees or plants or the crops will start bearing fruits and flowers, we cannot remove weeds, right? So this is the best time to remove weed is before flowering or before it is giving a fruit, we remove the weeds. So how do we remove these weeds now? So we remove these weeds manually or by with certain machine or by sometimes by spraying. So we use 3 agricultural implements again, what we can say. So everywhere when we implement the process, we use certain agricultural implement. So how do we get rid of these weeds from our field? By using khurpi. So khurpi, you can just cut it manually. See, some weeds are so you can just pull them, they are uprooted, right? But some weeds, those roots are just gone below. So we have to remove that with the help of a khurpi. So when we talk about khurpi, it is manually removal or it is using this instrument. You can see the pictures of these agricultural implements of removing weeds in your notes. The next is seed drill. Now seed drill is again a machine. So here in Khurpi, lots of time is required, right? Labor, people, so it consumes lots of time. What about seed drill? So again it is a tractor driven, so very few labors, consumes very less time, and the work done is much efficient than Khurpi. Then we also spray pesticides, weedicides. Sometimes we also say they are herbicides. Herbicides means they are herbal. So usually we go with pesticides and weedicides. Now it is not that you use pesticides or weedicides on depending on any crop and any type of pest. Now when we are not well, we go to a doctor. Doctor will prescribe the same medication for everybody, right from a baby to a adult or a old age person. No, right? Depending upon the age group, depending upon the diseases, depending upon what medications are to be given so that the person can get cured, he will prescribe. Similarly here, you cannot just choose any weedicide or pesticide and start spraying them. Depends on what type of a crop it is there. So what type of weedicide or what type of pesticide should be used will be known by a farmer better. So they use pesticides, they also use weedicides. One best example of weedicide is 2,4-D. Yeah, the name itself is 2,4-D. So the full form of this 2,4-D is, we call this as 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. I repeat, 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. It's given in your book. So this is how we process it, or this is how we implement it, and we remove the weeds. Now we understood what are weeds. What is the best time to remove weeds? That is before or in the beginning of preparation of a soil and before it bears fruits and flowers. Yes. So now let us understand why should we get rid of these weeds. Now as we all told there, between one seed to another seed there is some distance. We sow the seeds by maintaining social distancing also, you can say, or as we all are maintaining now. Yes, even they require social distancing. So these seeds, when we maintain social distancing among them, what will happen in this condition, this present scenario, we don't maintain social distancing, right? Similarly here, weeds will start growing. So this is your crop, this is another crop. So these crops are maintaining social distancing properly. So there comes weeds here. I will just draw it like this. These are the weeds, right? So what will happen? These crops which are growing will not have proper space. They cannot breathe properly. Now breathe properly in the sense, the roots will not have enough exchange of gases, or breathing will not happen properly. They do not get enough sunlight. Whatever sunlight or whatever things they are getting is all absorbed or taken by these weeds. And moreover, whatever nutrients we are giving to the plants with the help of manure, fertilizer, etc. are taken by these weeds. That means what plant has to get, the plant is not getting. So all it is absorbed by these weeds. So how will the plant grow? If the plant will not grow properly, how will be the yield of the crop? It will not bear good fruits or good flowers, right? So this is why we have to get rid of these weeds. So protection from weeds, we understood what are weeds, what is the best time to remove the weeds, how are we going to remove this, and why should we remove this. Now we are done with protection from the weeds. Now it is a time to harvest. That is, the crop is matured enough so that we can harvest the crop for fruit or flowers or whatever it is bearing. So now we will study the sixth process, that is harvesting of crops. Now the sixth agricultural practice, that is harvesting. Excuse me. What is harvesting? Cutting off the crops, cutting off the grains once it matures is called as harvesting. So we have to cut the grains or the crops once it matures. So that we call it as a harvesting. So how do we harvest it? We harvest it manually. So using a sickle. Now what is a sickle? Sickle is a C-shaped, which is made out of iron, and it also has a wooden rod to hold this. You have a picture of a sickle in your notes given. So we do that manually using a sickle, or we use a harvester. So harvester is again a machine. So here also again I would like to add the same thing. So manually the things are done, more of labor, and it is much time consuming. When we talk about a harvester, it is a machine, less labor, less time consuming, and more efficiently the work can be done. Now, why we have to harvest? So in all this now we have been discussing what, how and why. So why should we harvest? Now basically on plants, or basically to feed the population, right? We all are dependent on plants and animals, or the main source of food what we consume is plants and animals, right? So we all require food to survive, to perform basic life activities. That is why we require food. Now where do we get the food from? We get the food from these crops. So we have to harvest. If we don't harvest, then we don't get our food. So why is harvesting done, or why should we harvest? To feed our population, we have to harvest. Now after harvesting, there are two processes once the harvesting is done, that is threshing and winnowing. Now, what do you mean by threshing and winnowing is, what happens in threshing, the main here what we have to understand, the grains have to be separated from the chaff. So, what they do in threshing is, they take the chaff and they start beating it against a stone wall or a wooden plank. So, what happens here, due to the force, all the grains are separated from the chaff. So, the chaff remains and the grains are collected. So, that is threshing. What is winnowing? So, in winnowing what they do is, they start blowing air to the grains. So, here what happens, the lighter particles or the light husk what you can say, that gets blown away and the heavier grains will fall down. Now, this winnowing when I talk about, you all have seen your parents also at home doing a small type of winnowing process when they are cleaning rice, right? So they take a bamboo's plate kind of a thing, they put the grains in them and they just blow air to it, or they just move their hand. In that process what happens is, the lighter particles are either blown away and the heavier particles remain there, or they come aside. So that is a small process how we do at home, right? Suppose still simpler thing if I have to give you, you have groundnuts, right? Groundnuts have a skin layer like thing on top of that. Just crush the groundnuts in your hand and put it in a plate. Just blow air. What will happen? All the lighter skin kind of particles will actually flew away. What will remain here? Only the groundnuts will remain, right? So that is nothing but winnowing. So winnowing and threshing is done in a very large scale. Now, this threshing and winnowing is done manually. So again, the lots of labor and it is lot of time consuming. Then we have a machine called as combine. Combine combine works as what threshing does as well as what winnowing does. So combine, that is why the name combine, right? It does the work of both threshing as well as winnowing. So what happens here? Your time is saved, work is done very quickly, and it is much more efficient than what work is done manually. So this is harvesting. Now our crops are harvested. We know what is harvesting, how to harvest it, and why should we harvest it. And after harvesting, what a small process it has to go, that is threshing, winnowing, or by a combine. Now what is our last step here? Storage. How we have to store these grains. Now we will discuss about storage in our tomorrow's class. So any doubt in today's class what we have discussed about harvesting and protection from the weeds, you can call on the same day of the video set. Thank you.